They say oil built the 20th century. It powered our cars, fueled our industries, and shaped global empires. But in the 21st century, something far more powerful has taken its place. It doesn't gush from the ground. It flows through your phone, your laptop, your smart TV, and even your fridge. It's invisible, yet it controls everything you see, buy, and believe. That something is data. And today, data has become the new oil, the most valuable resource on Earth. But who controls it? Who's profiting from it? And most importantly, what does it mean for the rest of us? Let's find out. In 2006, British mathematician Clive Humby made a statement that would define the digital age. Data is the new oil. It's valuable, but if unrefined, it cannot really be used. At the time, the world didn't fully grasp what he meant. But fast forward to today, and that analogy feels eerily accurate. Just like oil-fueled industrial revolutions, data fuels the digital revolution. Every click, every like, every Google search, every online purchase generates data. And this data is being collected, stored, and monetized on a scale that's hard to imagine. From trillion-dollar companies like Google, Meta, Amazon, and Microsoft, to governments, banks, and even small startups, everyone is in the race to gather as much data as possible. Because in the digital era, the one who controls the data controls the future. 1. The rise of the data economy. In the early 2000s, oil giants like ExxonMobil and Shell ruled the global economy. Today, the world's most valuable companies aren't oil firms, they're data firms. Apple, Google, Amazon, Meta, Microsoft all sit at the top because they don't just sell products. They collect and monetize your behavior. Think about it. Google doesn't charge you to use search. Facebook doesn't charge you to post. Instagram doesn't charge you to scroll. So how do they make billions? By turning your personal data into money. They collect your location, search history, interests, messages, and even how long you pause on a specific video. Then they feed that information into powerful algorithms that predict and influence what you'll do next. In this new world, you're not the customer, you're the product. 2. The mechanics of the data trade. Every second, the internet produces 1.7 megabytes of data per person on Earth. That's billions of gigabytes every single day. Where does it all go? It's stored, categorized, and analyzed by what we now call the data economy, a complex network of companies that collect, sell, and trade personal information. For example, your fitness tracker sends data about your heart rate and sleep to cloud servers. Your browser records your search patterns. Your smart TV logs what shows you watch and when. Even your car tracks your driving habits. Individually, this data seems meaningless, but when combined and analyzed through AI and machine learning, it becomes a goldmine of insights, revealing everything from consumer behavior to political preferences. That's why corporations invest billions into data analytics, because knowing your habits allows them to control your choices. They don't just market to you, they shape your desires. 3. The oil analogy, striking data wells. Just like oil, raw data is useless until it's refined. You can't pour crude oil into a car engine. It must first be processed into fuel. Similarly, raw data needs to be cleaned, structured, and interpreted before it becomes valuable. This is where artificial intelligence steps in. AI is the refinery of the modern era. It processes massive data sets and extracts insights, predicting what you want before you even know it. Netflix uses data to recommend the next show. Amazon predicts what you'll buy next. TikTok's algorithm learns your psychology in minutes and keeps you hooked for hours. Every swipe, scroll, and click adds more fuel to this machine. You're constantly training the algorithms, for free, while they quietly generate billions for their owners. In this sense, the oil fields of today aren't in the Middle East. They're in the clouds, inside the data centers of Silicon Valley. 4. The power shift. Data as control. Oil gave nations geopolitical power. Data gives corporations digital power. And perhaps something even more dangerous: control over information itself. In the past, governments controlled citizens through military and political power. Today, control comes from algorithmic influence. Social media doesn't just connect people, it shapes perception. The content you see isn't random. It's curated by data-driven algorithms designed to maximize engagement. And the more you engage, the more data they collect, creating a feedback loop of manipulation. Think of the Cambridge Analytica scandal in 2018. A political consulting firm harvested data from millions of Facebook users to influence elections. They didn't need guns or propaganda. They used data. That's the real power of this invisible commodity. It can change the way entire societies think, act, and vote. 5. The surveillance economy. We now live in what experts call the surveillance economy. From facial recognition cameras on city streets to AI-powered recommendation systems online, data collection is everywhere. And it's not just corporations. Governments, too, are mining data to monitor citizens. Take China's social credit system, for example, where every action, purchase, and interaction is recorded to assign citizens a trust score. Imagine a world where your data determines whether you can buy a plane ticket or get a loan. That world already exists, and it's spreading. Even in democratic nations, surveillance capitalism is a growing concern. Every online move you make, from a Google search to a credit card swipe, leaves a digital footprint. And those footprints are constantly being analyzed by algorithms you don't control. In essence, privacy has become a luxury. 6. The data divide, a new form of inequality. In the industrial era, wealth was measured in oil barrels and gold reserves. In the digital era, it's measured in data volume and access. The companies that own the most data, big tech, are effectively the new empires of our age. They decide what we see, how we shop, and even how we think. Meanwhile, the average person gives away data for free, often without realizing it. It's the ultimate wealth transfer of the modern age, from users to platforms. Just as the oil boom created billionaires like Rockefeller, the data boom has created a new elite. Zuckerberg, Bezos, Musk, and Page, digital titans who control information instead of oil rigs. And just like oil wealth was concentrated among a few, data wealth is even more centralized. 7. The dark side, exploitation and manipulation. When something becomes this valuable, it's bound to be exploited. Data has fueled not just innovation, but manipulation, division, and control. We've seen it in targeted misinformation campaigns that polarize societies, addiction-based app design that hijacks our attention, deepfakes that blur the line between truth and fiction, and AI biases that discriminate in hiring, law enforcement, and finance. All of it stems from one core principle: the relentless pursuit of more data. Because in this economy, attention equals profit and data equals power. 8. The future of data, decentralization and ownership. But there's hope. A new movement is emerging, one that argues data should belong to the people who create it. Imagine a future where you control your data, choose who accesses it, and even earn from it. Blockchain-based systems and decentralized AI models are working toward this vision. Projects like Ocean Protocol, Filecoin, and WorldCoin aim to give individuals ownership and value from their digital identities. If successful, this could flip the system. shifting power from corporations back to individuals. But this future won't come easily. Just like oil magnates resisted energy reform, data empires will fight to keep control. Oil built the last century, but it also polluted the planet, fueled wars, and deepened inequality. Data, if misused, could do the same, but on a digital scale, because data isn't just numbers, it's your identity, your thoughts, your behavior, and your freedom, packaged, sold, and analyzed. We're entering a new era, one where data is power, and those who understand it will shape the future. So the question is no longer whether data is the new oil, it's whether we'll let history repeat itself with a new kind of empire built not on land or oil fields, but on our personal information. Because in the end, the world's most valuable resource might just be you.